It is a important thing to get the tools right to protect our democracy, and I thank Mr. Rosenberg for his hard work and all his recommendations. We will look very carefully at them, and we will continue working on them with Canadians.
Foreign interference in our federal election is the subject of what's going on Parliament Hill, and has been for the last few weeks. Hello, I'm Adrienne Batra. With me are Brian Lilley and Jamil Jivani. Brian, let's go to what just happened. In spite of the Liberals and Justin Trudeau's opposition, the House Parliamentary Committee has voted 6-5 in favor of there being a public inquiry into foreign interference in our last two federal elections, I believe. What do we know about what's happening now?
Well, it goes from the Procedure and House Affairs Committee to the full Commons, and at some point there will be a vote on that. They're not sitting this week, so this will be sometime down the road. It's not binding on the government. They don't have to. The committee also said that the other parties should have a say in who leads any public inquiry, because they don't just want someone to come in and give Justin Trudeau a pass, like this Rosenberg report. The report that came out this week that said, oh, there's nothing crossed a threshold of interference. Well, what's the threshold? Well, we can't tell you, but if it happened in just one riding or targeted just one ethnic community, then we didn't look into it. Well, hold on a second. That's exactly what happened. Specific ridings targeted, the Chinese Canadian community targeted, and they said there was no it didn't cross the threshold. They didn't deny there was interference. They said it didn't cross a threshold. So they want to make sure that that sort of thing doesn't happen. We'll see how the government reacts. As you noted, a 6-5 vote, the Liberals didn't want this inquiry, and the Liberals have voted and tried to shut down any attempt to get documents, any attempts to have key witnesses called before their committee. So it's odd. This should be a nonpartisan issue, but the Liberals are fighting it so hard. They look guilty, Adrienne.
Jamil, the pushback that the Liberals are giving it's an interesting sort of trope that we're hearing. They're questioning CSIS. They're questioning the leaks. They're questioning those that are actually looking into it. But clearly there is enough concern about this that people have been talking to the media. The Globe and Mail, to their credit, first ones to report on this. Explosive reporting, Global, the Toronto Sun. We're all on this story and getting information. But suggesting that this is a CSIS leak problem instead of the very real issue of potential foreign interference in our elections.
Until it gets leaked and is then taken out of context. For example, a report from a single uncorroborated source. If that report instantly becomes taken as fact, this can actually be prejudicial to Canada's national security.
Not only is the world watching, but we've seen this movie before. We see it happening down south in the US. For 4 years, the Democrats tried to get Donald Trump out of office as president because they thought there was Russian interference. And they spent so much time and effort and energy. In Canada, it seems to me that other than the opposition, like the Liberals, no Liberal MP has stood up and said, okay, Prime Minister's office, our elections are under fire. There's integrity issues here. Where is the strength as a Liberal MP to say, okay, we need to do something? This is not about your party anymore. This is about the country.
Yeah, the reaction of the Liberal Party reminds me of what you might see in a TV show or a movie, where you've got a girlfriend who looks at her boyfriend's cell phone, sees text messages with another woman, accuses him of cheating, and then the boyfriend says, well, the real problem is you looked at my text messages. Well, okay.